Well, one of the things I've done with laundry appliances, I'm putting a shelf above my washing machine and dryer that are on the floor, and so they can be put on top of that shelf if they need to be.
Yeah.
Because that's a problem. Most people have got them sitting on the floor, but there's nothing above them, so it's all wasted space. Anyway.
So cabinetry in kitchens, laundries and bathrooms are typically one of the most expensive things to replace. They require lots of different trades to come through, whether it's to fix up the plumbing and do the electricity as well. So one great way is to design your kitchen in a way that can survive a flood, that will allow you to clean it out and then put it back together yourself, and then be back in your kitchen, days, not weeks after a flood event. So one way to do that is, first of all, to think about the actual material of the cabinetry itself. So you want to be making sure to use a water-resistant, highly durable product. Typically, cabinetry is made with chipboard or MDF, which tend to absorb moisture and not be usable for very much longer after being inundated. The next thing you want to think about is, how am I able to clean that cabinetry after a flood event? So the unit itself is resistant. So then how do I get access to behind the cabinetry so I can wash it out? So one way to do that is have your bench top on a steel frame, stainless steel frame, that allows you then to have removable pieces of cabinetry that you can just move out. The bench itself stays there, but it does mean you can get access to the wall behind. And in some cases where you've got lower levels of flooding, having the kickboard removable will allow you to also wash out underneath as well. Now, in bathrooms, something very popular right now is to actually have wall-hung vanity unit instead of having a full-on sort of unit with a cupboard underneath. Wall-hung, and it's just a ceramic, basin. That is completely water-resistant and will just mean that you can just wash that out and use it again without having to worry about replacing all the cabinetry below it. You can, have maybe some storage cells up above the flood level somewhere else if you are worried about storage space. And you want to be using, instead of putting in a built-in bathtub, you do want to look at a freestanding bathtub instead. Just because built-in bathtubs, they are built with walls, so inherently there are cavities that water and mold can get trapped in behind. And that, again, is a very expensive thing to replace. You basically have to rip out the entire bathroom and start again.
But the oven that used to be here is now going to be here.
Okay.
So that's just so simple and easy.
Simply having things raised up, so having storage shelving that isn't sort of on the ground. You want to sort of install some shelving up above the flood level, just so that it's easy just to store things away, not having to worry about it.
I haven't got any upper cabinets. There's just going to be open shelving around here, although I am having some cabinets up here.
We've done a lot of kitchens in the Chakora and the Stylex, and we've seen how great they've been.
Yeah.
They look like they've never even seen water.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah. And they've been these houses that were inundated with river sewage water for days. Yeah. So another really good thing you can do in a house is, when you're going through the renovations, you should talk to your electrician about raising as much of your electrical circuits as possible. So, your TV data points, your power points and everything.
Avoid putting high power points on the wall that you look at the most when you come.
Up high above the flood level is good. It'll just protect you from next time if there is another one coming through again. The same goes for any external services as well. So your hot water unit, your air conditioning condensers that are on the ground, if you just have them put up, whether on a wall-mounted bracket or a concrete plinth, it just means that you're minimising the chance of those getting damaged as well.